Welcome to Battleground Appalachia, Rural PA Dems Division. I'm Gillian,
I'm Lindsey.
and we're here to talk about the myths and realities of organizing in rural Pennsylvania and give you all the tea on why it is much more progressive than you think. And we're here, living in
We
whatever
like to
this
call it,
is.
is this hell? I mean, it's slightly better than hell. I don't know, maybe purgatory?
It could be purgatory.
I
I
feel like
feel
it
like if purgatory is a thing, I feel like, I always think of it, I've always traditionally thought of it as a boring place, but maybe they want to keep your mind occupied while
yeah.
you're waiting.
Yeah. I kind of feel like doing a whole bunch of stuff and then never getting to the place that you need to go for
Hmm.
reasons. I feel like sometimes this is the hamster wheel that we get stuck on. And so
One
I for
hundo.
me, it's purgatory when we don't get a resolution to where the fuck we're going.
Yes, that
It's like,
is.
are we losing or are we winning? Are
Or
we are we right or are we wrong? And what is happening?
I don't even know. I will say, so talking to a friend of ours from Snyder County, and he keeps up with their like Snyder County like happenings, whatever Facebook group, right? One of these things that like every like little place has. Um, and he feels that the opinion is starting to turn on the war because he's starting to see like posts from like people who are traditionally like extremely Republican, like very hard right, that are
Mhm.
seeing like this, the American soldier that died who has like a 3-year-old and like younger even than that, twins. And it's like, oh, they're gonna grow up without a father and their life is gonna be ruined because they don't have a father, and this is horrible. We shouldn't be in this war. And it's just like, well, I'm glad you got there. I'm glad you got there. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Segue into So I had two posts since we've been together
Hmm.
last go
Yeah.
go viral,
Yeah.
and the one was about the local school board that we talked about
Hmm.
actually on the first episode.
Yeah.
In terms of I went to a meeting and then we clipped the YouTube of the local public access channel of I didn't actually think that they were going to go there with like insane shit at the time. And
Right.
sure enough, they said like the reason, like if teachers aren't willing to teach and are
Hmm.
only here for the Ozempic and the 6 hour days, they could just find other jobs. And I was like, shit, bitch, should not say that. Like I'm here. I'm sitting in this auditorium. Was I recording? No, but because public access was.
But
We
like,
clicked and
yeah.
posted that shit immediately. We got like 38,000 views on that shit.
Yeah, because that's fully psychotic.
Yeah. Yeah. People are furious. And 3 days later, she changed her hair color.
Trying to hide in plain sight. She's like Matt Damon in The Bourne Identity.
Like people, if you're from a small town, you've got like X number of grocery stores, people bitch you out to your fucking face. Like
Hmm.
you and I both experienced it when it's not been our fault.
Hmm.
And, people will recognize you.
Yeah.
And it might not be like a teacher that does it. It won't. It'll be a teacher's family member or a
No, because
teacher's
a
child.
teacher will have to be like,
Yeah, they'll keep
but a
their
teacher's family member doesn't.
Mm-mm. So that's crazy. So that
Wow.
one got
Yeah.
38,000 views, and I'm not sure, like, I understand why that went viral because it went very viral locally. And I like looked in
Mm.
the insights of it and I shared it from my page originally and I tagged my county page on it.
Yeah.
But the insights were weird, but the insights were mainly like that local people saw it. So I was
Yeah.
like, sweet, cool, whatever. But then I did like a couple days later, I, I I'm nearly certain why it went viral, but it was about the Iran war.
Hmm.
War. And it was
Mm.
my face, which I think was the initiant of the funnel, was
Sure.
like, oh, people are gonna stop and hesitate. And I didn't say anything. The whole thing, which was probably why they stayed, it's because they weren't
Hmm.
triggered by the misogyny of their own minds, because
Yeah.
I didn't say shit.
Yeah.
But it was somebody else describing the drone warfare that occurs in Ukraine now, and how
Yeah.
that is about to happen to American soldiers, and how, frankly, millennial mothers will react to seeing their 18 and 19-year-old sons and daughters being maimed and then
Hmm.
begging for their mothers before they die
Right.
via the secondary drone that
Yeah.
is going to film and record them wishing to go home. And that got like 43,000 views,
Yeah.
hundreds of comments, and the views were like 80% male. They were almost all within the United States, and most of them were in
Mm.
Pennsylvania, and they were not followed. There was like 75% non-followers. So it tripped the viral.
Well, I'll tell you
So people,
what, and you probably know that people from the Pennsylvania National Guard are heading out to Europe.
I drove past
Um,
the local quartermaster company when they were like doing test drives and getting ready to drive their vehicles away, because a lot of people
yeah.
don't realize this, but National Guard and Reserve components, they have an advanced party, which is
Hmm.
usually a lot of like full-time people that work for them.
Hmm.
And then they actually put all of the trucks and stuff, they have to clear them, make sure that they're operational, put them on boats, and
Hmm.
then ship them via boat
Yeah.
near where they can use them. And then the unit itself is flown in.
Right.
Um, a couple hundred people, like on a cargo ship or a plane,
Hmm.
not ship,
Yeah.
a plane or even a commercial plane.
Mm.
And then they meet their, usually it's in Doha. They meet their gear and their trucks and stuff in
Hmm.
Kuwait, and then they deploy it. They run through whatever to get to wherever. So I'm guessing they would probably use like southern Iraq into Iran from Doha.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so that their material has to be shipped first, because that shit takes a
Hmm.
lot of weeks to get there on a
Yeah, for
boat.
sure, for
So
sure.
they did that last week.
Yeah, and so like I know from oh good Lord, I can't even remember who related this to me that like um so Iran has opened the Strait of Hormuz basically to everybody except us and Israel.
That's
And
new news to me.
yeah, and Donald Trump apparently said like we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Um which is like cool, great. That what could go wrong?
Us get everybody else mad
Everybody
at us
could
more than they already
probably
are.
get killed is what could go wrong, I think.
So they were going to
Which
try and open it to
feels
everyone but us, and think that we were going to tolerate it.
well, I mean, I'm not sure we have a lot of ability to not tolerate. Well, so the other day also, and this was to me, this was just like, oh wow, this is great because like it was a couple days ago. My daughter was like, "Oh, did you see that they decommissioned a minesweeping ship in the Strait of Hormuz?" I was like, or not in the Strait, but like in the vicinity, right? That like it's positioned in the vicinity. They decommissioned a minesweeping ship. We did, and I was like, "Oh, that's a choice." I was like, "Was it like broken?" She was like, "I don't know. The news article didn't say." I was like, "Cool."
What did they decommission it just to run it like undercover?
I,
Because that's a legit thing. And like to
sure, sure,
think
sure.
that, and to think that like to be 100% like in my like ex kind of Republican brain,
Yeah, yeah,
like we aren't gonna tolerate as a country or as a national stance allowing other
yeah.
countries through the Strait of Hormuz if we are not like allowed, not only
Right,
allowed, we will actively prevent everyone else from doing it.
right.
Because we will do this thing where we will starve them out economically, and we are the only military power that could stop them,
Yeah,
even our friends, and we'll do that. We will do that.
For
And
now.
so, well, yeah, well,
For now, until we run out of munitions.
I don't, we don't really run out in that way though. Like we don't, like we can on paper,
Yeah.
but there's so many different things like what doesn't make any sense to me is like that we're utilizing this type of warfare now when it
Yeah.
is there are different methods that are much easier for us to use.
Yes.
And this is just a showy, shitty way of doing it because it is going to have to be so
Yes.
exaggeratedly negative towards our allies in a stupid. It's like we chose the dumbest fucking way to do everything. Like, and you and I bitch all the
Yeah.
time. Like, the audience may not know that, but you and I bitch all the time
What?
that, like, why are
Yeah.
we choosing the dumbest way to do something? And
Yeah.
we always
What? Why?
start in the middle and have to walk back the things we already should do and know are coming.
Right.
And we're pissed because we're like, what the whole fuck is happening? And we all knew this was going to be a problem when this gets solved before now. Like, this is
Yeah.
like, that's us being mad about the functionality of internal party workings that every state, I'm sure, bitches about.
Oh, certainly.
That you can macro this into like,
Yeah.
these people are doing things the dumbest way possible and in the showiest way to make their dumbness known. At least when we
Yeah.
feel like as internals, we feel like we're going nuts because
Yeah.
we're watching bad choices. And we're
Yeah.
like
Why?
this is bigger and dumber and so on the national stage of aggressive stupidity that I'm like
Yeah.
regularly stunned.
So I'm like looking at a BBC post that came up like 21 minutes ago. So it does look like the Strait of Hormuz is closed for everybody, or at least also the UK, because Starmer was like had apparently spoken to Donald Trump and was like, "Hey, what if we could like see if we could get that situation straightened out so we don't disrupt global shipping? What if that?" Um, yeah.
My dad retired in oil and gas and like he was the Eastern Continental manager for like right after I was deployed for Halliburton. And then
Hmm.
you know, uh big into fracking and stuff.
Hmm.
Like when it was the biggest it would have been. And it got bought into a bunch of subsidiaries to other stuff like
Hmm.
Slumberjay and stuff. But one thing that he like always said was the Strait of Hormuz has to always stay open.
Hmm.
Aggravation with Iran would always be, and he's a Republican.
Hmm.
Aggravation with Iran is the worst thing ever because they'll close the strait. The Strait of
Hmm.
Hormuz is the most important thing to the
Hmm.
price of oil and to everyone for shipping because of its effects that it has when prices go up uncontrollably because
Yeah.
we have ability to refine
Hmm.
here. We have an ability to pump more than what we need here, but
Hmm.
commodity prices worldwide for everything else changes. And we
Yeah.
utilize exports for oil and gas, for plastics and things that are secondary that affect like whether or not we can fertilize the ground to have the correct amount of nutrients in the soil to get mass production of
Yeah.
crops and shit. Like it affects all of the things in a way that people don't realize and recognize. They'd be
Hmm.
like, we can put enough for just us and fuck everyone else. Like that is, I'm like,
We live in a
that's not how
global
this works.
economy. You're not going to
Yeah,
unglobalize it.
not without mass scale death and the
No.
devaluation of money and retirements and stuff.
Right.
And that's just like the money part. But like
Yeah.
when I was mentioning like the shit about like the drone video, the fact that there's a drone that blows
Hmm.
people up that doesn't necessarily kill them. And then the
Yeah.
second first person drone that watches and can audio record the people begging for their lives and for
Yeah.
their mother. Let that happen to one millennial mother one time. It only requires TikTok and YouTube to not block one of
Okay.
those videos for it to hit
Hmm.
mass scale,
And that
like the
shit's
Freddie
over.
video.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
it will. it will fully, like, full scale radicalize women in
Mm-hmm.
from 50 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes one.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of like the Pretty video on crack, to be honest. And I didn't know if you saw this, and I it actually missed me until I got some shit from Dan right before we opened up. And it was like that the FCC's got facilitated letters to news
CNN
organizations. Yeah,
and somebody
about
else.
yep, favorite like showing only more favorable charitable views on the Iran and United States conflict. So those people are getting, the volume's getting turned down intentionally because the
Right.
FCC is
Because it's
doing it.
like, why, what, they're like, well, I remember Pete Hegseth bitching about them showing, like, the fallen soldiers coming back home. And it's like, that happens every time.
Right.
Like,
Or
Pete, have you been
like
drunk your whole
yes,
life?
probably. To be
Probably,
fair.
to be
To be
fair.
fair.
Yeah.
Um, but the fact that Fox News had to apologize for showing like the whatever uh distinguished,
Yeah.
uh where the fallen soldiers come in. I'm blanking at the top of my head, even though I dignified transfer. They used an old one from his previous presidency because they didn't want to show the one with him in the hat. And then they like faux apologized a day and a half later after they were called out, but they never showed the actual original footage still. It was just the broadcaster apologizing. No
It's
video,
disgusting.
no picture of like what
Like,
actually did happen. And it was so, I was like, oh my God. So you had to admit on
yeah.
publicly that you were wrong, but you're still not willing to show the actual reason why you're apologizing is because Trump looks so bad.
Yeah.
It's this kind of shit is so stupid. And I don't
It
know,
is.
it rots my brain in a way
Mm-hmm.
where I just I don't want to say they're doing anything hypocritical because we already know that. We already know like the levels or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there you go. There it is. But it's like I know I'm living in a version of the Twilight Zone where my days and my times and my dates are overlapping and things are
Mm-hmm.
insane
Yeah.
and we are winning like things and we're stuck, but things are happening so bad.
Just like in the most catastrophic way possible.
We're not, yeah, like the CPSD that we joked, like, well, I joked about, you
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
I joked about
No, I'm in.
it,
Yeah.
the trauma of the bombardment of
Mm-hmm.
tragedy is so fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for everybody else. I'm numb to it.
Uh,
I'd feel real bad. I mean,
I
on
feel
a
like
good
I've
note,
reached a
we
point
are
that
winning.
like it's like I can hear it knocking on the door. Do you know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? It's like
mhm.
I hear the trauma talking on the other side of a door.
It's
But it hasn't
omnipresent.
gotten through the door yet.
It's omnipresent. It's hovering. Like
Yeah.
I was bitching, like called him on the way into town because I was going to my
Hmm.
dad's house, and I was trying to get home so I could make sure I could be set up here. And I said, I have such bad anxiety right now. And I'm like, it's not real anxiety. It's not like that. And I'm driving, I'm making sure I'm doing the speed limit and I'm on my
Hmm.
speakerphone and I'm like holding my phone or anything. Because sometimes I do that.
Hmm.
And I'm not. And I'm just like, it's like this sense that like I'm overlooking something.
Yeah.
And because I'm overlooking it, you can see my ADHD doing it like right now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm overlooking something that
Hmm.
I'm missing that I could fix, but in reality, it's not that. It's just reality is pressing
Yeah.
me,
Right.
and it's like rushing me from behind.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I'm missing anything like
Yeah.
massive. I think it's just reality is just doing the pressure for me.
Yes, no, absolutely. No, it's been a yeah. Because so I have been right working on the 79th district special election, which it's not just mine. It's not just the 79th. The 193rd is happening too. I do feel like we've stolen the spotlight, but to be fair, and
You
with
can't help it.
no disrespect whatsoever to the 193rd's candidate, good luck. My candidate's fucking amazing.
Right. I heard that. I was on the phone with
Yeah.
probably should like not say it, but I'm going to say it with Erin Weiss. And she had told me,
Hmm.
because I was just verifying some details because my mayor got
Hmm.
an award from Joanna McClintock yesterday, like in Philly,
Yeah.
and it was great. And we were just verifying
Oh,
a
that's
couple
so
details.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just verifying a couple details and
Hmm.
stuff. And I was like, "Well, how you doing?" Because I could hear her clickety clacking
Yeah.
also. And I was like, "How are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm so excited about the special election. We've done like I don't know if she said it was specifically polling or just like that staff were doing calls in to your
They
district.
did do polling, yes.
And but people were so like the hot touches that they had were
Hmm.
so compared to other seasons,
Hmm.
so happy to be
Yeah.
called and
Hmm.
to talk glowingly about the candidate.
Yeah.
And that he is like they said perfect. And not saying he's a perfect person, but saying he is a person that fits the district and people that live there give a shit about him and love him. And
Yeah.
people that expected more pushback or
Hmm.
less answering the calls
Yeah.
were wildly enthusiastic about him.
Yeah, no, the phone banks have been going so well. The door knocking by and large has been going well. And I mean, like we've obviously like you get a bad turf now and again. And frankly, the only really bad turf we've had so far was literally in the area where Andrea Verobush lives. Which is barely in our district. It's like the part of the district that like so that the district is mostly the Altoona area school district, right? But then like there's this one section that is the Hollidaysburg school district. That's where she lives.
Mm.
So it's like it's a very like she doesn't even go here situation. Um,
My favorite meme to
yeah.
use when I'm doing like a this is our
Hmm.
person and then this
Hmm.
is the other side when I'm
Yeah.
doing like what they're for and what they're against. It's a she doesn't
Hmm.
even go in the situation. It's true.
Yes. Right. And I think frankly it's like a yeah, no, it's just like it's been yeah, it's been weird and just like she did so well, not her. So the Blair County GOP did a graphic for digital that's like St. Patrick's Day themed with her face, but like attacking Caleb. Like he's not, they literally said he's not one of us.
Meaning what? Like not a
Which is
Republican?
like, uh, I don't
Not a
know.
ginger?
Not,
Not
not
almost a leprechaun in real life, 6 foot plus form?
right.
Not what?
Like
Very
what?
clear, clear skin
I mean, like,
color from here?
yeah,
Like
no,
literally?
like, there are a lot of people. I think so. When somebody's always like, I've lived here my whole life, great, whatever. The least interesting thing about you is that you've lived in your district your whole life. If you cannot back that up with something, like you better have
Right.
stories on stories on stories. Um, and boy, does he did like it was actually very, very adorable. So he's out door knocking one day and he did a video for social and he's talking about being outdoor knocking and he just like took a minute and he was like, I'm just out here in this neighborhood and my friend so and so and I used to like ride our dirt bikes right back there and like we'd like do jumps over this log. We thought we were really fun and cool. Um, and
So
it,
he was from here, but just not birthed here? Like, is
no,
that
yeah,
that
he was. I don't even know. Like, it's just like, well, because they also called him Comrade Caleb.
listen, listen.
Yeah.
some of us might secretly in our own minds joke that, for instance, the Progressive Party suite might
Yeah.
be the economy caucus having a great time in which
Yeah.
I myself show up to every single time.
But that's
And
like a gag.
yes, it's a joke.
A gag
Yes,
that
it's
exists
very,
because Republicans call us communists all the time.
yes, and it's a self-deferential,
Yeah.
like a self-reflective
Yeah.
dumb. Like, why wouldn't I use it? Because it rhyme alliteration is the best. And
Alliteration is great. Well, and
they have more
one
beer.
they do. And somebody so one of the staff that was knocking knocked on this guy's door and he was like, "Hey," and he was like, talking about Caleb. He's like, this guy's like, "Oh yeah. I saw you come up and then I saw your literature. I was like, oh man, I love him. I'm definitely voting for him." He's like, "I was hoping that you were from the other side because I was going to tell them off because I got this ad where they called him Comrade Caleb." And he was like, "It is not okay to call him a communist." And I was just like, go off, King. Um,
Like, and I can't. I know how desperate they are. I,
yeah.
but we've seen like last cycle. What did the PAGOP do? They literally stole the wonderful work of our friend from Snyder,
Hmm.
um, and changed like just some words on it
Yeah.
and made it as if it was theirs, and like copy and pasted to make yard signs that did not work, by the way. But
They did
like
not work. That was a
they just
waste
straight
of
up
money on their part.
they just straight up stole, and they always do
Yeah.
this. They like just counterfeit ideas in such a pathetic way that it
Yeah.
sucks that we have to even like clarify that shit.
When I
And
just like
and
truly
ugh,
love to, so Andrea Verobish has basically like stolen the color palette of Beth Farnham.
ugh, ugh, ugh. And just like the people not paying attention, and they don't have to pay attention
Right.
to like the code stealing
Yeah.
and stuff. And like the
Yeah.
fact that she's trying to make it out to the constituents that she might have and play on their lack of paying attention,
Hmm.
and play on that like way that people don't focus but are just told something and believe it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Making her relying on her own followers or her partisan followers to be dumb.
Yeah.
They're actively relying on their voters to be stupid
Hmm.
to use it. It's so disrespectful, and
It
it's
is.
like I would never tell a candidate ever to use another side of a popular or an anybody candidate something like
Yeah.
to pretend that they're them to get fucking
Right.
votes.
Like use your own branding.
And if I
And
saw
like
somebody do
frankly,
it,
like
I'd be like, don't fucking do that.
with like a yeah, no, I'm saying like yeah, candidates need to come to their own branding. And like yes, you're probably gonna hate upon branding that is similar to somebody else's. There's only so much fucking branding for campaigns.
Right.
However, like I don't know that I've seen almost any other candidate use a deep, almost navy blue and a light pink.
I mean,
Nothing
I
comes to
mean,
mind.
Narissa did, but that was for PA6 and that was in 22.
Right.
And that's not relevant to like your district, your area,
Yeah,
whatever.
right. And so
And
it's just
and
like it's
if I
not
saw
an
one of
exceptionally common color palette.
yeah, and if I saw one of our candidates do it, or one of my candidates do it, if I noticed it, I'd be like, no. If I had a
No.
fucking say, I'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't make your decisions, but also
Yeah.
you're a fucking dick and you're a douchebag. Change it.
Hmm.
Because anybody who pays attention is going to think of you the same way I think of you right now. You're a
Yeah.
dick and you're a douchebag. Change it.
Yeah.
You're taking advantage of
Like
people.
fix it.
Yeah, I hate that. But yeah, like it's like the PAGOP and their subsidiaries, they're literally taught. It's almost like they're
Hmm.
just taught to like obscure the fact that they're Republicans right now because they've done
Yeah.
that on lit. they have obscured the fact that like they had an event in Meadville and they said
Hmm.
Mayor whoever, I think he's some douche from further south, but
Mm.
Longo, but they like made it really big letters like Meadville and
Yeah.
Mayor. But our mayor was at
Yeah.
our petition signing and she was having the um co black mayor's event
Right.
and they were trying to like basically say insinuate in this flyer like the mayor of Meadville, even though it didn't specifically say that, but like
Yeah.
mayor Meadville and then very
Yeah.
small like Mayor Longo, who is like
Yeah.
from the wherever and like
Yeah.
a douche fan of
Yeah.
whoever's running for lieutenant governor. Was it Richie?
Oh, yeah, Richie.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
do a petition signing. But
Right.
where did it say which party? So like for petitions, you need to very you need to only have
You need to be specific. 'Cause
Republican.
yeah.
But it was almost like they were going to take
Yeah.
anybody and any signatures because they would maybe change voter registration there, and they showed up because they thought Meadville and
Yeah.
whatever. And that was
Right.
the kind of shit that Scott Presler tried to pull too up in Erie, and then I went on the thing.
Yeah.
And he ended up doing like, like they always share fucking pictures of like it looks so crowded in this thing that this training I gave in Erie, and it's 22 people,
Yeah.
not 100.
You can make a lot of rooms look crowded with the right camera angle.
Yep. And I'm just like giggling about it inside, but at the same time, like it's such a lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say that we don't do that, but
No, 'cause
like
listen,
they, I mean,
I
frankly,
don't make
sometimes
as big a deal about it though. Like I will take the pictures, but I'm not gonna then be like, look how many people we had.
hmm
Because that's yeah, that's the
dumb.
part that's the part for me where it gets dishonest. Like there's nothing wrong with taking a good picture of your room.
All right.
Fine, sure. But then don't be like, "Oh my God, we had so many people." If you didn't,
I
just
prefer,
say we had a great time
yeah,
or
and I prefer
whatever.
the candidates where like there's a group of people talking, and I
Yeah.
can tag personally the people that are in it
Yeah.
who accept the tag because frankly, they're local leaders.
Hmm.
Like they're people who know people. They're they're PSEA retirees
Hmm.
who know their community and they are
Yeah.
choosing as ex-Republicans, for instance. My next vice chair might also be an ex-Republican.
Hmm. Yeah.
And an PSEA retiree. And
Hmm.
so and taught science.
Yeah.
And so, like tagging them in it is more just like showing the person who's
Hmm.
part of leading people or has led
Yeah.
students and just like giving a picture of the types of people that are
Hmm.
willing to spend time to do this. It's way better than like showing it like a fake full room.
Well, and so this is another this is another like a attack point that they which like number one, their mailers so far have had like way too much text on them. Anyway, but one of their in the first attack mailer that they sent, it was like Caleb has failed to vote 85% of the elections he's been eligible for. Well, yeah, so is most of America, friend. And like,
There's a
not
reason
for
why we have so
nothing,
few
but
super voters.
why are we like frankly, that I don't want to shame people for that because like I want you to get involved. Like this is a person who has chosen to get involved, having like gone through a journey and, educated themselves on things and, got to a point where he was like, I want to do something.
Politics doesn't
And
matter
then
to
you're gonna
people
be
until it
like, oh, he didn't
matters.
vote in 85% of the elections. Oh.
Politics doesn't matter to people until it matters.
Right. Politics doesn't matter to people until it does.
Mhm.
And at some point he does. And he's like
He seems super genuine.
he is. He's
I'm
the
kind of
only
not
this
like
is
I try to look for like
Mhm.
where they because I'm never gonna end up being well scripted. I'm gonna be
Right.
the accidental hot take fucking disaster machine that I am.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, same every time. Yeah.
But, with that hot takeness, we're
hmm
not saying always the right thing that
hmm
all the people agree with, and especially the top line are
Yeah.
like, shut her the fuck up a little
You're
bit.
like,
No.
yeah.
Well, yeah, then I sound smothered and I'm not authentic. And
hmm
like with all of his stuff that I've seen,
Yeah.
he's like extremely authentic and he gives
Yeah.
enough of his stuff has shown up where you can
hmm
see him do multitudes of things because the thing when you're watching for a candidate, and this is
Yeah.
just anybody watching for a candidate,
Yeah.
is like you want to see the multiple, not the one perfect ad. You want to see the
Yeah.
multiple ways that they exchange with other people, and then you
hmm
want to see them be wrong or misstep or whatever, and you want to see how they
Yeah.
handle it, and because that's how they're going to govern.
Yeah.
And authentically, their first response might not be like their full response, but
Yeah.
they're talking off the cuff, and I want to see what their first instinct is, and then them think about it, and then them say, "Oh, well, I thought about it." And now that I've thought about it, like I kind of get more of the other side or whatever, and then they mitigate their opinion. Because the idea is in governing, not being politicos, but in governing,
Yeah.
you should be able to change your opinion based on the motherfucking evidence of what is presented to you as the correct
Yeah.
thing to do. And
Right.
I love to see candidates that respond directly to it and be pissy and be annoyed or roll their eyes or
hmm
not be perfect. And
Yeah.
and I think he's actually put himself out there enough where like I've seen enough. I'm a couple counties away, but I've seen enough.
And like this is, and I told people this is like it's a bizarre experience for me as a person who has been working with candidates for like over a decade at this point. Is so, and this is also, by the way, no shade on any candidate because like being a candidate is really hard, which I tell people up front. And so
It
like
is.
when they call me and they're stressed out and they're panicking or whatever about something that like is genuinely trivial, I don't I don't get mad about it. It does not faze me at all. But so Thursday night, I was out, and then I was on my way home, and Caleb called me, picked up the phone right away. And I was like, hey, what's up? And then he starts talking, and then I think he heard me like I was getting back into my car or something, and he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're out. You're doing something and I interrupted you. I could call you back. We could talk tomorrow. And I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. It's good. And I'm just like, what? Who's this angel?
Right?
I
Like,
was
oh,
like,
you
I'm gonna
know that
cry right
you're
now.
prioritized. Like they don't see it from our perspective where like our
Yeah.
candidates are typically prioritized. I mean,
Yeah.
not
Right.
always. Because I tell people all the time too, like with our help, like
Yeah.
we can help when it's competitive.
Yeah.
We can help but like for me, I tell people all the time, like the best time to get me if you're running is
Mm.
and my attention is early
Yeah.
because towards the end or the mid of the cycle, the top of the ticket requires our presence.
Yes.
That is, we are going to be pulled away from
Yeah.
whatever the thing is, unless you are in a flippable, highly competitive area.
Right.
We are going to abandon you. And it's not because we want to, but the top of the ticket.
Yeah. It's
And that's
because
our goal.
we're responsible for our whole county.
And our
Um,
whole ticket, including
yeah.
the top of it.
Right.
And
And
towards
so
the end of
it
it.
becomes very difficult. But like,
But we can tell
yeah,
them
I
so
was
much
just,
early on about
I
the
know.
course of their election. We can tell them
hmm
so much at this point, right now,
Yeah.
of like, hey, this is how you get this is the best time to get
hmm
people to sign your petition because that's your first touch to your super
Yeah.
voters. And in the primary, that is if they're voting for you in the primary and they got their ballot, they're sure as fuck going to vote for you in the general and get their ballot. Like
Yeah.
it is a net that
Yeah.
you're trying to just always
hmm
grab more people and hold them. And then you've got to do persuasion. And the persuasion starts right after the primary, and
Yep.
persuasion is not talking to Democrats.
Uh-huh.
It's talking to nonpartisans and
Yeah.
Republicans.
Yes.
Ignore the base, because hopefully you went and touched enough of your base
Yeah.
that this is the number that you need to win. And you
Well,
talk to
yeah,
those.
and I would say like, but also and Democrats that didn't
Yeah.
turn out in the primary.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't turn out in the primary, they need a persuade to participate, you know?
Yeah, persuade to participate or
Mm.
gain enough steam in your
Yeah.
popularity, which drives them to want to participate.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know that based on like the clickety clickety click of does this
Hmm.
person vote in generals? Do they vote in locals? Do they vote in
Hmm.
specials? Do they always vote?
Yeah.
You you know who they are.
Mm.
And people just forget that. And I'm like, you need to make the time. And the
Yeah.
more numbers, the better your numbers are to start is the
Yeah.
way better. Your numbers are going to be later. And you're going to have the time to talk to Democrats before that primary, where you're never going to have time until
Yeah.
GOTV. And I'm like, you need to work the timeline. And this is me telling you, like, this isn't like that you're going to be able to count on money or ad buys. You have to be able to buy the ad buy by
Hmm.
June, which means you have to
Yeah.
raise the money before that because you have to buy
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what? And I'm like, you're not just gonna windfall cash.
Yeah.
And you can't just like suddenly have the money. And all the ad space might be bought.
Yeah.
And people might buy all the slots because
Hmm.
they have all the money in the world. And then you won't get, even if you have the money, you can't buy it.
Yeah. And then, like, and then what, you know?
And then fucking what? So
Yeah.
that's like us talking to candidates really early on. I'm like, man, ask me anything, any fucking thing you want to ask from the time you tell me that you're going to run and you're going to have a petition
Yeah.
through the primary. Like, I will be available to you.
Yes.
After that, it's,
After that, it gets a little difficult sometimes. Yeah.
it gets tough and we're going to be pulled
Yeah.
away. And I could
Yeah.
maybe designate somebody.
Right. And like, we're gonna try. We're always gonna do our best. But like, but yeah, like some, it's like the big candidate of the year is coming. They're gonna do a rally, and it's like that's what my eyes have to be on right now. I'm sorry.
And we have to write their
Hmm.
introduction, like if we're introducing them or whatever,
Yeah. Right.
we have to have people show up to their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on that, as a segue,
Mm.
because right now you're on a super win.
Yeah.
I don't pay for it. I feel like we should maybe as a
Mm.
caucus think about
Yeah.
buying it. But uh Cook's political moving our governor from
Yes.
likely being solid.
To solid. Yes. Well, in fact, I just saw that so the 2025 fundraising total for Pennsylvania governor, uh Stacey Garrity 1.5 million, Josh Shapiro 23 million.
It is not from like public knowledge understanding, but
Mm-hmm.
like third tier people talking about it that would know from
Mm-hmm.
me
Yeah.
that people are active people. Josh Shapiro does not have to ask for money because people are so incredibly willing to back an obvious winner.
Yeah.
And people that donate, like more generally, like the donor class,
Yeah, the
just,
donor classes that
just
were, yeah. Right.
wants to give money
Because they want to be
to somebody who,
seen with the winner, yeah.
yeah, and it's a lot like the country club Republicans that I'm aware of that have secretly told me, after they were in some
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Yeah.
statewide for all of the executive directors of this one thing, even
Hmm.
though they are Republicans. I don't I don't mind Josh Shapiro. I like him a lot. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I know Republicans in my area. I know multiple Republicans in my area who really, really like Josh Shapiro like so much.
they sure do. And I don't
Hmm.
necessarily think that they him personally. Yes, I think like there's a bit of a flavor there that they like,
Hmm.
but they also Republicans that are like the country club Republicans, like they respect winning for winning's sake. And Josh Shapiro is very good at doing that because he takes it seriously to win the things that he's going to try and do. And
Hmm.
I think sometimes it's more like just like a respect of strength
Hmm. Yeah.
that they want someone who's they don't really actually it's not an R or D thing. They want somebody who's got the like physicality, mental ability to kick the other side of the dick.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I because there's no other way to explain it. It's not a taxation issue because God knows, like, you know, going after
Well,
Paysomatic.
no, I mean, listen, our Republican candidate in Blair County has been on this, or in the 79th has been on this. Kayla McCoy is in favor of Josh Shapiro's radical agenda. She called it a radical agenda. And I was like, oh, wh I'm all ears. What is this radical agenda?
Right?
I mean, with love and affection, please understand. I'm just saying, like,
The increase in taxes going after Paysomatic to tax gambling, which has ended up on the
right.
corner, skill games, gone on the
Skill
corner of
games.
rural,
Yeah.
like municipality and has
Hmm.
taken up a shit ton of space
Hmm.
and allowed for like this like sin like
Hmm.
activity. I got this big conversation with my husband like the other morning.
Yeah.
He's Republican, and he was
Yeah.
like, aren't they already taxed because it's a sin issue? Like it's a sin tax? I said
No,
no. He goes, well, who the fuck do I need to call? And
your legislator,
I'm like, bro, what? I was
bro.
like the three fucking PAGOP senators that were likely
Yes.
to vote on our side got death threats from Pacemetic's PAC.
Yeah.
Like, not death threats, but like notes on their cars and shit. Like,
Right.
they got internally bullied
Yeah.
like 6 months ago. Like this is like
Yes.
the reason why we are so not just the reason, not just the reason,
Right.
but
Yeah.
like, why we're so desperate to win those three more state senators is because like Case fucking knows. Like all
We're
of the
gonna pass that
Democrats,
shit, and it should be taxed.
it should be taxed. And they won't even try to bully our side because that is the buy-in of the fact that you become a Democrat state senator is that literally you are going to
Hmm.
pass that legislation where PAGOP members
Hmm.
are unable to due to the threats
And
to
by the way, not that they don't want to, most of them do,
they do.
but they're chicken shit little babies.
Correct. Correct. And so like that's part of like the massive increase in the budget that you see, and it's not that massive to be honest, like per
It's
inflation.
well, so first of all, it's not a massive increase to the budget.
Right.
We've never had a massive increase to the budget in the last like more than a fucking decade. If anything, it's just like it's barely increased. And then,
It's
we
never like
have
into the
used
rate of inflation or CPI.
it has not kept up with inflation at all.
So like every
Um,
time it doesn't have the same increase as CPI is actually a
yeah.
loss.
Well, and frankly, right, exactly. And so it's just like, it's like last year when Republicans wanted a quote unquote flat budget. There's no such thing as a flat budget. A flat budget is a decrease because of inflation.
Hmm.
And in fact, a budget that only increased as much as inflation, that's a flat budget.
Right.
And that's
And
bullshit
and
because we've
and the fact,
underfunded like nearly every department every single fucking year for the last, I don't even know how long.
oh my God, it's been like 18 years.
Oh my God,
But
so long.
there's a reason why the state reps and the state senate, their pay is tied to the CPI, not
Yeah,
even inflation. This consumer
right.
price index of
Yes.
things. And so their shit, the one year, I remember it was like 2 or 3 years ago, they got an increase in pay
Hmm.
because it's automatically tied. So like no matter what
Right.
the math is, they're all getting fucking
Yeah.
raises, whether they want to accept it or not. And
Right.
like prove to me that you actually donated
And
that shit
like
to
just
charity.
also just accept it. I don't fucking care. I don't ooh.
And they
The
totally
light in
bypassed
my
that
the light in my
conversation.
dining room like keeps like
Because that's
dimming.
your witchiness is like making it, you know, it's going off your
Yeah,
head.
it's that or the weather.
I mean, maybe it's my witchiness. Who knows? It could be
Maybe,
like
who knows?
a psychic
Yeah.
energy. Um,
Yeah, the
but
wind has
yeah,
got to
their
kick it up,
shit
but
got
yeah.
raised like 11%.
Hmm.
And I think that the teacher's shit that year got raised like 4%. And I said, so you
Hmm.
got like a loss of like seven?
Yeah.
Like you got to pay deduction of 7%? Is that what you're
Hmm.
telling me? And they're like, no, we got a raise of like four. And I said, no,
No.
no,
No. No, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no,
that
no,
is not
no.
what that was.
That's not what happened there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a loss. Um,
Yeah.
that's how exponential math works, and I'd love to teach it to more people.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like
Accurate. Accurate.
just watching Kevin's face though this morning
Yeah.
of him, it was yesterday morning. Where he was
Yeah.
like, I thought it was automatically taxed because it was a like a sin tax like
No.
with
Things are not
alcohol, and I
magic.
was
They
like,
don't happen automatically.
right, and just because it is categorized as what you would deem a like a sin tax should be,
Hmm.
that's not nope. And
Yeah.
he was like, who do I need to call? And I was like, funny story. Guess who called me yesterday? The person you referred me to. And so my phone, for some reason, automatically retexted Noah
Hmm.
and said, like, I'm available for a call. And so he
Hmm.
called me again yesterday because my phone just sent the text again.
Yeah.
Which happens. But I was like, but by the way, after all the shit that we talked about yesterday, like this happened
Hmm.
today with my Republican husband. Is he like he woke up this morning and he was mad
Yeah.
about this. And this is how he described it to me, and he is well informed. Like
Hmm.
like what we would call informed and uninformed, he's like 85% of the
Right.
informed. I'm like, he
Hmm.
just assumed that, and he didn't know that these people got bullied, and he didn't
Hmm.
know that like the PA GOP senators were what was needed for this tax to go in effect.
Hmm.
And Kevin very much was like, tax them, like, can you do like less than 100%, but like all of that? And I'm like, the offer is like 51.
Yeah.
Um, but like the closing of the Delaware loophole and then the legalization and then fee on marijuana, like
Yeah.
easily gonna be more revenue than the governor's fucking budget. Affects
Yeah.
property owners zero.
Hmm. Also, by the way, Caleb's opponent is against recreational marijuana legalization vocally.
Why?
It,
Is there
I don't
is
know
there
what it create.
is
It
she a
makes
square?
it. Yes, yes. Uh, she had a photo shoot at a gun shop wearing what looked like her church clothes.
I don't I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah, it's a rich
Fee,
tapestry.
church clothes,
Yeah,
gun shop, anti-weed, when most veterans actually need weed to function.
yeah.
Interesting. That have actually used the weapons of war in one.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Sounds like she lives in a life that is not like realistic.
yeah.
John Michael Scott showed me that you're following him on the YouTubes.
Oh, hell
He's
yeah. I
like,
followed
he's like, who's
immediately.
that? He's like, who's that? And I was like, well, she's right there. And
It's
he's
me.
showing me his giant
It's me.
bubble of got lots of gum in his mouth right now.
Ah, how exciting.
Only two pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's crazy to me. And yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean Jillian's right here.
Yeah. Hi.
You wanna pop over and say hello to her? Come here. I'll back up. Don't knock my light over. You wanna say hi?
Hi, John. How are you? That's awesome. I heard you got an award for being the best dressed. That was very cool. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
All right. Pork chop. Oh, you're so heavy. All right. I'm making dinner soon. No, I got you,
Yeah,
Sam.
it feels dinner time-ish.
I don't know. Like I feel like we were starting earlier, but then I was like, I got sidetracked and I was at my dad's. And
uh,
fun story.
uh, yeah.
Adults for adults, aging adults.
Yes.
There's only so much that can be done, real life, when they start to lose their faculties.
That's very true.
And like mitigating like scams and harm and online
hmm
like actions and like for instance, like my dad signed a contract
hmm
that was sent to him via email and it was to get and after 20 years in his house, apparently he decided that he needed central air. And then this
hmm
contract with this 30% interest rate on a credit card was sent to him, which he clickety clickety clacked and accepted.
Mm.
Right. This is just like one of the many ways
Yeah.
where like seniors, like his thermostat was broken.
Yeah.
That was it. But now he's got all new ductwork, a brand new furnace. He's 73, has memory issues.
hmm
So the length and okayness of him staying in home is up for debate.
hmm
Um, but to have after all this time an installation of also central air into like 100-year-old home, and he would have never in his entire lifetime ever co-signed and agreed to a 30% interest rate.
No.
And he was like, dude, but he clickety clacked through the email on an agreement. And I'm just like, so, it's not that he did it. It's like, I was like, where's a copy
hmm
of the agreement? Because I all of a sudden open the mail and I see this credit card. I'm like, where's the agreement? And he's like, well, it's in my email somewhere. And I go in there and no, you can't. Once you signed it, once you went to the PDF, you're like, no, there is no copy that they facilitate to you. They
Yeah.
assumed that when you hit clickety clack, sign my name, that you saved it as a PDF, which you did not. Um,
Ugh.
right. And I'm like, so who do I call to have this conversation about like what this entails and when this
Yeah.
work's gonna be done? And he's like, well, I don't know. His name's Ron. I mean, uh,
Huh?
that's awesome. So some Ron, who might be a
Some
contractor in
guy named
Meadville or
Ron.
Ohio,
Yeah.
$16,000 worth of work to the house, clickety clack on a PDF. This is the kind of shit though, where
hmm
like real life, like we need to find ways to legislate these in between situations better.
Yes.
And find a way to like have easily accessible to the public people my age like trying to not overstep the rights of their parents but like
Right.
a
But to
soft
be able to
landing,
help them. Yeah.
find a soft landing for this because
Yeah.
frankly like do they know or does the legal world know that he's losing some of his faculties in his age? No,
Right.
until they do. But here's me trying to do this. But then I'm like, well, when
Yeah.
did you think that he was incapacitated? And like, do you have the legal requirements and paperwork? I'm like,
Yeah.
I could have it.
Yeah.
He he's gonna hate me. Like
Yeah.
if I sued him for guardianship of his
Mm-hmm.
whole life and
Mm-hmm.
take his rights from him, like all of a sudden. But like he's
But
also
sure.
spending massive
Yeah.
amounts of money of things he would never normally have ever agreed to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this is the kind of thing, though, where good casework from a great state rep or a great
Mm-hmm.
state senator, because, like, Department of Aging, people don't realize
Mm-hmm.
for my day job and for yours for years, like,
Mm-hmm.
had to do with like the state HIPAA and dealing with the healthcare
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Like, the answer is going to be at the state government level for stuff like this. And
Yeah, absolutely.
having somebody like a Caleb who would be a nurse, who could be a constituent service pro,
Yeah.
would
Which,
help
by the way, is
people
the thing
end
he's
it.
most excited about.
Oh
He
my
said, for
God.
me, the full-time job is constituent services. The part-time job is Harrisburg.
Like that's such a like that people don't realize how much of a resource it is. Like
Hmm.
Ryan Bizarro got X amount of dollars from Mill Creek for building something. Meadville had to just sell our only parking garage for $1 because it we didn't have the money to invest to fix it.
Yeah.
Altoona got a new one. Why?
Hmm.
Because they got constituent services. Why did
Yeah.
we not get any? Because Brad Roy decides to say, fuck you, Meadville.
Hmm.
Or else we would have a fucking parking garage.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit about the people of Meadville. He only cares about the people around Meadville, which are the
Hmm.
majority of voters. And it's
Yeah.
like Caleb would be so great. Can I like
Yeah.
clone him and bring him here?
I would love that. I would love that so much. I would happily clone him if I could.
I love the fact that he actually knows what constituent services is going to be and that like not going to be a show pony down in Harrisburg about
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Literally, like literally that is the thing that made him so excited about running for office was he was like, "You mean I get to just like help people?
I get
Like a
directly
kid
like,
on Christmas."
oh my God, absolutely. Like I randomly will text like because I'm but I'll randomly text people in Ryan's office that I know and I'll
Hmm.
be like, nah, like this is a weird fucking it's constituency issue, but
Hmm.
find somebody in your district that has this problem and let's straighten it out because it's a policy problem. It's tied up
Yeah.
in a whole bunch of bullshit and it could just be fixed. And I just show
Yeah.
the thing, show the
Hmm.
problem, show how they could reword it to fix it so that I
Hmm.
could get the thing from a client that I need.
Yeah.
Um, because it's intended to be fixed by the legislation, but maybe it
Right.
doesn't. My kid
Hmm.
falls through the crack or whatever.
Yeah.
But then that's it. They have to propose a change in the fucking terminology. And that shit gets
Yeah.
passed. And people are like, oh, well, we thought this covered it. Well, it doesn't in
It
this
doesn't.
issue. So,
Yeah. Turns out. Yeah.
turns out. And nobody
Yeah.
thought to tell anybody,
Right.
but I thought to tell them. So and that
Yeah.
has happened so many times.
Hmm.
Because nobody knows that it's fucking wrong. They write some shit down and they pass shit with the best of intentions and
Yeah. And I mean,
sometimes they
you can't
do
think of
everything.
everything. You're
Right.
never going to think of every eventuality.
Right. But after a while, like if the same
Hmm.
problem keeps coming up, that's how they change it.
Yeah.
And to
But
have more,
nobody can fix anything that they don't know is a problem, which I
right.
experienced quite a lot as a union organizer. Is it's like, well, this thing has been happening and you haven't done anything. And I'm like, well, who told me about it?
Mhm.
Because as far as I'm aware, it's you just now. And so if it's like a thing that's been happening, why didn't you tell me any of the first however many times?
Right. Like
Because I'm not a mind reader. I'm not
exactly.
omniscient as much as I wish I were. Sometimes people think I am. I'm not.
And yeah, I didn't even know that
Spoiler. Breaking
like
news, not omniscient. Yeah.
right. So I got a client with intellectual disabilities.
Hmm.
He's got kids.
Hmm.
He has like full retainment of his children's. Like they live and reside with him. Like that's
Yeah.
it. So they said to get child care through the
Hmm.
state, you have to be engaged in work or a training program for 20 hours plus a week.
Hmm.
He gets services through our organization, but we don't count as a training program, even though we're
Uh-huh.
training somebody with intellectual disabilities to
Right.
stay in their apartment and pay rent and not lose their job. And their
Right.
job only allows them, they only work 18 hours a week, if at
Yeah.
best. But our training program of them
Hmm.
staying in their homes and maintaining employment doesn't count as a higher level education. So that
Hmm.
person doesn't actually get the subsidy for childcare. But the
Mm.
person gets an SSI check of
Yeah.
nothing, bare
Right.
minimum, and the
Yeah.
food stamps. But that person that most needs the childcare so that they can go to their own appointments
Yeah.
in the summer and go to their paid job in the summer because they should stay gainfully employed
Hmm.
doesn't get it because we're not like a college or a work training thing. Like I feel like that's like a misstep of like
That
it's
is a
either
misstep.
yeah, it's like a that makes no fucking sense.
Right.
That they should not have subsidized childcare available
Right.
because people with intellectual disabilities have children.
Yeah.
And CYS being as far behind, frankly, and then like the lack of
Yeah.
other kinds of care that is woefully, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So the parents, what they lose the few bits of gainful employment and they're like we are not
Yeah.
allowed to necessarily bill for when
Right.
they get like when they get services with if the child has statewide services,
Yeah.
they can't my staff can't bill at the same time. And my staff don't bill for non-adults, but
Yeah.
the parent needs to be there and absorb the information. But that's not a training program. Explain it to me like I'm stupid. Like
Yeah.
my staff getting the information and telling it to my client multiple times
Hmm.
and doing all the work so that the client remembers the thing to teach the child.
Hmm.
How is
That
that
feels like
not?
training.
It feels like the absolutely the training. And yeah,
Well,
so
and
like
yeah, like it feels like the training should like everybody's on a different level. And so
yeah.
whatever level the training you need needs to be on, that should count.
And ultimately we give him 30 plus hours a week
Yeah.
of that training every single day. So
Yeah.
but he's expected to pay $600 out of pocket for the two kids per month. Yeah, the whole F out of here. But
Yes,
this is
that's
the type of
insane.
thing that like
Yeah.
constituent services rewrite the rules
Yeah.
to include us in
Right.
that. So that, like these people we're writing these things of like to the YMCA of like we
Yeah.
should get subsidized and then they're like, well, you guys don't qualify because you're not a training program. I'm like,
Yeah.
we are the definition of a lifetime for them training program because the
Yeah.
state government has determined that they get our services for the rest of their lives
Right.
because they have intellectual disabilities.
Right.
So like to feel like think how many times that problem happens in Pittsburgh or Philly and
Right.
why hasn't that been fixed? But it takes one person to fix that
Yeah.
stupid fucking thing.
Hmm.
And people just are not reporting it. And I'm a full-blown asshole, which I did.
You know, I think that just like honestly, it just goes to show like even if you don't know, even if you think it's stupid, even if you think nobody will care, just
You
say
have to tell somebody.
something. You have to tell somebody.
Yeah. Like it
And
is dumb, but
if it's
that doesn't
really
mean it.
important to you, you got to keep telling people.
Yeah. On repeat, on
Hmm.
blast. Because people don't
Um,
know that.
yeah, it's like you know how every election season you get 8,000 mailers from like the same candidate. It's because that is a psychological thing. Like you will see it over and over and over again, and then finally, like it just embeds itself in your brain, right? Like that's political scientists study these things. That's how we that's how we know.
Yeah.
But like people need to be told over and over and over again. And sometimes, like sometimes you
In
will
different
catch a
ways.
moment where it's like the perfect moment, and you like say this thing, and then this person that can do something about it is like, "Holy crap, you're right."
Mhm.
Um, but
We have to tell
otherwise,
it,
yeah, no. Sometimes you got to do it over and over.
yeah, and we have to tell it to different people in a different way
Hmm.
every time, and eventually it will land.
Yes.
Like eventually it really does land, and then they're like, "Well, yeah, I know that's true. Oh,
Hmm.
wait, you're the guys that want to fix that?" I'm like,
Yes. Now we can do something about it. Let's go.
"Yeah, LFG hashtag like hashtag
Yeah.
first." So yeah, like I don't know, like the whole world is fucking crazy.
Hmm.
You're in prime crazy.
I'm in
I'm
prime
in
crazy. Yeah.
I'm in like weird crazy. We have no
Yeah.
kings coming. Like, by the time we talk, it's gonna be the next no kings, like the day after.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like I wanted to have like and my luncheon is gonna be following No Kings,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
right after like the Meadville one. So
Yeah.
no, for sure, if you can come, I know you're gonna have your own shit
I
happening.
will. Yeah.
That is why like we can't
Yeah.
like it's a bad day to pull people from other counties who promised me
Yeah.
they'd come to the county. Like that day is the worst day.
Yeah.
So you're
Hmm.
gonna only have local people.
Yeah.
But my idea was that you know, give it because we pre-scheduled it, like to have it immediately following.
Hmm.
So like people that are at the rallies run long, they show
Yeah.
up, luncheon,
Yeah.
bam, right after.
Right.
And it'll be all local people because there's no way that people can leave their own counties to talk. So,
Right. Yeah.
but at least it's something.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be hungry and hopefully it's good weather. Um,
Amen.
but yeah, like we're gonna be talking after your election is
Yeah.
in 3 days, 2 days. We're gonna talk after the No Kings, like
Hmm.
so much fucking shit of the time of
Yeah.
overlap. It's insane.
So much to look forward to. So,
I'm
I guess
stressed
like in
for
the
you.
right.
I'm stressed for you, but I'm more stressed for you.
I thank you. I'm very stressed for me too. It's gonna be good.
Well,
So
it's gonna
yeah,
be
listen.
really great.
Yeah, I'm knocking on a lot of wood lately, but I feel pleased by things so far.
Everything so far
Um,
looks really good. So
yeah,
the candidate's great. Copy and
he's
paste
great.
him to
Yes,
all of the local life.
absolutely. 100%.
Can't wait to meet him in person.
Yeah, I know. I think yeah, you're an 11 person. We should have him on some point.
Oh, for sure. We're gonna have so many
Mm,
old war stories that we can like go over together. And like army like bullshit stories.
yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, let us wrap it up then for the day. So, thank you so much for listening, guys. I have been Gillian,
I've been Lindsay.
and see you in 2 weeks. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky at PA Dems Rural Caucus. And you can go to our website, pademsruralcaucus.com, and join and find resources and come see us at our April meeting when we're going to have a meeting again because the last 2 months things have not been great time-wise. So, all right,
Or
keep it
you've
real.
been great because you've been
Yeah,
great because we've got an election.
yes, it's been
So
wild.
fair.
Keep it rural, fam.